So this is really exciting, right? The Granblue Fantasy Relink Twitter page just dropped some brand new information talking about the rewards that we'll be receiving for the quest in which we'll be fighting Lucilius, called the Final Vision. Now, we're gonna sit here, we're just gonna kind of talk about and go over this brand new tweet, right? And I'm gonna kind of theorize how this is going to work moving forward, which is kind of a no-brainer, but I just figured I'd put my thoughts into a video so that we can kind of discuss whether we like things going in this direction or if we would like something brand new, and kind of voice that over to the developers who are working so hard to make sure that this game is fun and successful long term. So let me know in the comment section below what you think. Let's have a nice healthy discussion, no toxic BS, and yeah, let's just have fun. Let's get it popping. So as you can see from this brand new tweet, we now have an idea of what kind of rewards that we'll be receiving, right? Now, for those who kind of don't get it, because it is kind of confusing with translating from the text to what we see on the screen, I'm just going to make it as simple as I possibly can. So it looks like we're going to be receiving two different types of currency, I guess you can think of it as, from the boss fight. And you'll trade in these two forms of currency to the Knick-Knack Shack in order to obtain a powerful sigil. Now, if you read the tweet up top, it says that we'll be exchanging these two forms of currency for 3 new types of sigils. Basically what that means is that they probably have 3 brand new sigils that they just prepared for after this boss fight, so that we can make our characters much stronger. What that entails, we don't know yet because they haven't dropped details. Now, since there are 2 different types of rewards, I'm hoping that this indicates that there are 2 different difficulties as well. And with those 2 different difficulties come different rewards. Now, first, let's talk about Dark Residue. I'm hoping that Dark Residue indicates the easier rewards that we're already having difficulty obtaining. I'm saying easier because, well, it'll be easier moving forward after we get Dark Residue. Now, what kind of rewards would that be? War Elemental, supplementary damage 5+, and anything else that is already in the game, whether we have found it or not, and make it easier to obtain through this form of currency. And then that would be the story focused version of the fight, the one that we have to do within the quest. Now, the Tears of the Apocalypse is where we'll have our nice little challenge, where there'll be mechanics. It'll be very mechanically driven, and we'll have to grind that version of the fight in order to obtain this new currency, Tears of the Apocalypse, for what they're saying in the tweet is 3 new types of sigils, as well as possibly something that we could get from the Dark Residue. It gives us a feeling of a nice feeling when completing something this challenging, and the rewards will be sufficient enough to justify fighting such a challenge. Now, I'm also hoping that these brand new rewards aren't just some busted overall rewards, right? I'm hoping that they contribute to making only the Lucilius boss fight easier. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm hoping that the way that they're going with the game is to give us items to make specific things easier, not everything easier, so that we can justifiably use the loadout system for different builds. I would like to see the mechanically driven version of Lucilius require a tank that could shield us off like Vayne, or I would like them to be able to break our shields in a way so that everyone's saying, oh, just shield from the enemy's attack. They'll easily get clapped for trying something like that. I want there to be mechanics that actually prove to us that these mechanics in the game were there for a reason. Because just having a shield that can just eat everything, a shield that's always available is what I mean, not the one that Vayne uses. That shield that's always available that we can just pop at any time. We need something that makes all of these mechanics make sense. I don't want to just be able to get up off of the ground and heal. Now, that leads to something else that I want to talk about, right? Because we've already discussed what I'm hoping the Dark Residue and the Tears of Apocalypse will do for us going into this new sigil, these new sigils that we'll obtain from the Knick-Knack Shack. The other thing that I want to talk about pertains to this Lucilius boss fight from the mobile version. Now, I know this isn't the mobile version, but I'm just hoping and praying that with Lucilius being this hard in the mobile version, they could bring that same type of difficulty over. Now, I'm not going to read through all of this. I just want you guys to see how mechanically driven this is. How much there is to fighting this boss. And this is just a turn-based game, a browser-based turn-based game, where if you make any mistakes, you're out. And what I mean by that is there's even a phase in this where if you don't defeat, if you don't clear a specific part of the boss fight, I can't remember and can't find that specific part of the fight, but if you don't clear that specific part of the fight, and he defeats one of your characters or your party members, you're out for the fight. Like, you're not healing that specific character anymore because they're making sure that you cannot bring anyone back. So you looking at all of these mechanics makes you hope and pray that this next boss fight is going to be difficult. I'm hoping and praying that it's going to be difficult. I want this game to continuously bring more challenges after challenge after challenge after challenge to these players, instead of us completing all the content really quickly and then not having anything to do. I know challenge can be demotivating for some people, especially if you don't have friends to play the game with, but that's where the story focused version of the game would be. The mechanically driven will be for those players that want to play this game on a more hardcore basis and learn better ways to defeat this harder version of the boss. So that's where I'm hoping this game goes. Like, this is crazy for a mobile game. Just simply go watch the fight on the mobile version of the fight, and this is the impossible hard mode. And like, we've seen both of these variants of Lucilius coming to the action RPG version of the game. So I don't know, I'm just hoping, copium, praying that this game gets harder so that we have a reason to be doing the things that we're doing. If everything's just going to be easy, then the grind kind of isn't really worth it. But if there's actual difficulty in the fights, that feeling of finally clearing some stuff is going to be amazing. So I don't know, I hope I made sense. I'm really excited for this raid. We're gonna be playing, it's gonna be me, Brax, my friend Raina, and Brax's friend Gabby. We're just all gonna be in a party and trying to clear this as soon as it drops. And hopefully you guys stick around with us and enjoy it with us. We're gonna be doing our absolute best to complete it as quickly as possible, but we're also hoping that it will be challenging enough to justify spending as much time as we plan on spending on it. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, let us know in the comment section below what you think, and I will see you all again very soon. Have a wonderful day, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay chaotic. Peace out, everyone.